Well, I was a little bit dumb and I didn't write anything down, so you guys are just going to have to bear with me. Just a note on her being a thief. I can't tell you how many times I would look for this jersey. And I would have to call my mom and say, hey, Mom, do you know where my jersey's at? Well, it may or may not be in my closet right now, but we don't have to talk about that. So anyways, I really just want to share with you guys kind of my testimony. And like Larry said, we've been able to get through this pretty daggone well, if you ask me. Darren and I had a really, really rough first 2 days. And we really didn't see how we were going to get out of this. But if you keep looking back and seeing, a lot of you know my mom's struggles. And you know she struggled with addiction. Most of you do know that. When we were going through this, I knew I was never going to see my mom recover. I knew at the bottom of my heart that she was going to be taken by drugs or she was going to be taken by alcohol. I'm going to tell you right now, I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. I got to see my mom go sober, and I never thought I was going to be able to do that. She overcame so much. She repaired her relationship with my baby sister. I didn't think that was going to happen, but Darren was so stubborn, and he kept saying, you keep calling, and you keep calling, and you keep trying. And she finally did. They finally reconnected. And if that's not a testimony on God, I don't know what is. I really don't. I honestly, I'm telling you right now, if you don't know the love of God, I don't know how anybody can get through this without Him, without relying on Him. And when it very first happened, I saw my great-grandma and my great-grandpa pass. So immediately, what comforted me was that she was with great-grandma and great-grandpa. I was sleeping in her room. It was the second day. I woke up and I saw a picture of my grandma Janet, who I had never met. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. She died when my mom was 6 or 7 years old. She is up there dancing with her mom. She bragged on her. She had such a love for her, and she influenced her life even though she wasn't here. And that just gave me such comfort and such hope. And if there is anything anybody can take away from this, is that if you have ever been through anything, if you have suffered a loss, God is the only one who can get you through this. You don't have to drink. You don't have to drug. You don't have to eat. You don't have to do any of that. If you just put it in God's hands and just know, because there's not a doubt, I don't think in anybody's mind, that we know exactly where Amanda is. We know she is in heaven, and she's just singing and dancing and rejoicing. And me and my dad had a conversation, and it was really hard because I kept thinking, she's in heaven and she's crying, trying to get down to us. She's trying to scream at the top of her lungs and she wants to be with us. But my dad reminded me, there are no tears in heaven. She is dancing and she is singing, and she's given us so many signs. She sent us that blanket. She has sent us so many things. Mackenzie and I had a little adventure the other day. We went down to go visit Mom. I'm not proud I lost a flip-flop down there in the ravine, but we found a vapor. She's just given us so many things to show us that she is still here and she is alive. And I just can't tell you how touching it is to see all of you here, people who she has touched. You know, and the thing about Mom